Well, let me first thank again the European Parliament and the Commission for the support we got for this occasion, but the support we got in all these years to build the Center for Media Pluralism and Media Freedom, and to have the occasion to build this instrument, the Media Pluralism Monitor. That is a difficult instrument to deal with because, as you heard today, there are many complexities, many dimensions, and there are many changes also that are going on. Because clearly this is an instrument that year after year we are kind of improving. We didn't show today the detail of how will be the 2016 instrument. Will be more not easier, it will be as complex as the year before. We are not simplifying anymore, just to for Alina to know. The simplification is over. Now we are kind to look for order, to make sure that is in this holistic view that we are trying to build, we really reach all the possible angles. The legal, the economic, the political science, and all the angles that are important for understanding how our media are working. Clearly, this is more and more difficult in a world of transition in which internet is playing a very disruptive role on many, many markets, as you know, as we all know, but especially on the markets that are closer to internet. And if there is a market that is very close to internet, is media. Media is, internet somehow is a media also. So the impact is huge. We have been dealing with this in the past 3 years, and we think that the 2016 monitor is a very good instrument to try to introduce internet in a serious way, in the way in which we are studying the situation of risk in pluralism, of risk for pluralism and freedom of media in our countries. But still, this will be a work that will continue in time, year after year, because the internet revolution is continuing, and so the pressure on journalists, the pressure on media, the pressure on the media companies, something that will change the landscape in the years to come. Then, obviously, we have to do this work, try to refine the instrument, but we think that now concentrating on access to internet, access to online media, media literacy, the ability of people to understand these instruments and measuring this kind of risks is the way to go for trying to take this into the picture. But then, in the end, if I have to conclude on a work in progress, because this is what we are doing. And let me say that this year is probably the most important of the work in progress, because it's the first time we'll do all the 28 European countries. We measure risks in all the 28 European countries, plus 2 accession countries, as was said. And let me say that this thing of the accession countries make me a small reflection I want you to think about. Why we are measuring media pluralism in accession countries? Why we have all this negotiation with accession countries? Well, because somehow, I don't know how much we say it, it's because we think Europe is a model, at least in certain areas. Freedom of capital, freedom of people, freedom of workers, and so on. Many areas we think that we are a model. And also on media, we think that we are on democracy, we think we are a model. That's why we deal with these countries and we negotiate with them their change. And so we are measuring also how they are evolving toward a model that we think that is right. But if the European democracy is a model, then we have to make sure that our model is in good condition, in good shape. That's why we need this media pluralism analysis of our own countries first. Because we cannot accept the idea that we do exams to others and we don't do our own exams when things change within the European countries. It's clear that is a difficult equilibrium between the European competencies and the national competencies. Democracy is a very important national competence. It's probably the most important national competence, but it's also a European interest and a European desire and a European competence somehow. So I think that this is a point in which we have to look at our own house. We are trying to do this here in all the countries. We have to keep the house in order. As you know, journalism and the media are considered the watchdog of democracy. Well, anybody who owns a dog knows how much care you need for a dog, how much work you need to do for it, to keep it well fed, to keep it in good shape, in good health. Well, I think we have to do a lot of work. I want to come back in closing on what the Vice President McGuinness was saying at the beginning. There are new questions, more difficult questions to journalists in the internet world and in the present world. We are asking them to do a lot of works together. They are becoming video experts, they are becoming internet experts, they are becoming a lot of things together. But in the end, what we really want is they keep investigating, understanding, digging, because that's the only way in which we can have a democracy that works well, if the watchdog is in good health. And this is what we try to control with our instruments in many, many dimensions. It's not easy, but we are trying to do it. And let me thank again the people that allow us to do it, the workers that are doing this, the researchers, and again, the Parliament and the European Commission that are financing this effort. Thank you.